Well, last night, Australian actress Magda Szubanski threw her support behind marriage equality and revealed her own sexuality live on the project. And Magda said she chose to come out on St Valentine's Day to highlight the fact that 1 in 10 people are gay and yet they're not represented equally. And we are thrilled to welcome Magda to the Circle Couch this morning.
Amazing interview last night, and it was like we were taking the step with you, those of us who have known you for quite a while.
Yeah.
It was taking a step into that unknown. How was it for you?
It's kind of nerve-wracking. I mean, you know, as a gay person, it's not like this is the first time I've come out. I've done it thousands of times with family, friends, acquaintances, you know. But to
strangers, and yet strangers who know you. That's
well,
weird.
also to, you know, as we were sort of saying before, the whole thing with homosexuality is that it can push buttons in people who are so broad-minded, and then suddenly they, you know,
tense up.
They tense up, or they, you know, people have, every gay person will tell you horror stories, either of their own or of people that they know, where they've been cut off by their families, suddenly, you know, work promotions dry up, you know, there can be consequences. You just don't know how people will respond. But people have been, I'm so moved by how supportive people have been. It's been incredible.
I think isn't part of it too, Magda, we have loved you as such an Australian identity, and I think Australians feel that beautiful emotional ownership. So when you did something that is so personal, you could have easily released a statement. You went on national live TV.
Yeah.
I just want to quickly show some of our viewers who may not have watched it a little bit of your interview from last night.
I've been thinking about this for a very long time, and I suppose people wonder why I haven't done it sooner, but I think it must be hard for people who don't experience what it's like to know what the pressures of being gay are. And if you, I mean, I love my work, and I just...
We love your work too.
But the thing is, you're forced into this position where you almost feel like you have to choose, you know, you just want to give of yourself, and I know, you know, because I know you're going to ask me, like, would it have been hard? Of course it would have.
Now, what I love about that, Magda, is unless you are put in the position in life where you summed it up, you have to choose between what you love and you're so passionate about and being true to yourself as a human being, that must have been horrendous pressure.
Yeah, and I mean, someone was asking me before, you know, about weight issues, and I've alluded to there being, you know, all sorts of issues. Well, yeah, hello, you know, of course, the stress of that is enormous, you know, and
well, because you're hiding yourself. Literally, you're hiding an essential part of yourself.
Yeah, that's right. But also for a lot of gay people, you know, that's why it is so important with gay marriage, because it's a... You know, we are treated as second-class citizens. We're expected to participate fully, but we're not given the same rights. You know, I don't hold back in what I give. You know, I don't understand. I don't think any gay people do. But we're actually performing way below our potential because we're not allowed to just be ourselves. You know, the gifts that are lost because people are marginalised and have to live in communities that are, you know, we all know we live in an arty-farty community, but, you know, beyond that, it's in rural areas and in certain other sectors of the community. It's very hard for people, you know.
And even, it's true that even people who are, and everyone has got, whether they know it or not, a gay relation, someone they love, a colleague, whatever. But even people who go, oh, I'm fine, it doesn't make any difference to me. If you say, well, what about gays getting married? They're like, oh, no, no, no.
Yeah.
So really, what is it that we believe we're fine with?
Yeah. If you say it's fine, then isn't it just totally fine? And I was speaking to this young gay guy the other night, and he was saying how, you know, he was going to a family function, but his partner couldn't come. And then someone else I know, her father died, and she was allowed to come, her own father, but not her partner. Can people imagine how that feels? Imagine if you did that to...
Yeah, right.
How would you... If you know, I know I was using the black analogy, but if you said, you know, you can't come... Or found a certain segment of the population said, you can't get married, you can't come to your own father's funeral. I mean...
Isn't it making us... I want to ask you about... You said that
the response to what you did last night on the project was overwhelming, and to see the response of love from all over Australia made you react so emotionally.
Everyone threw their arms around you last
That
night.
applause this morning is another indication.
I want to ask you though, because you've been on the front cover of Women's Weekly, or and people love you anyway. Did you ever feel that maybe they wouldn't love you if they knew this about you?
Every gay person who comes out has this experience, with their families, with everyone, because it is that kind of thing where people can respond in a way that you don't know how they're going to be. People who seem very liberal can be weird on this issue, and weird is an unfortunate word to use. Everyone has a journey to go on with it. Fear, or it's a whole lot of things, and I've thought about this for years, and I've timed it really carefully, and now I'm at a point where if I don't get work from now on, I've established that I'm good at what I do.
Yes.
And I think we know now that it was important, I think, to actually have a solid base for me to feel that people knew me. And I'm going, I've been there in your lounge rooms for 30 years, and you didn't even know. So it's not like I was absolutely hiding.
But you've taken the journey with even opening up about the weight stuff. So it's like been a trajectory between...
It's all been stepping stones.
You made it
all
safe
stepping
too,
stones.
though, Magda, and you made that point that it needs to be a safe and secure feeling now. And Jeff Kennett came out today, former Victorian Premier, saying that...
He came out?
Jeff Kennett commented on the fact that
Did you hear about Fred Hollows?
so many AFL footballers, he said, out of the AFL footballers, 400 say, at least those 40 he thinks are gay, are petrified. He's had confidential conversations with AFL footballers who, he said, alluded to the fact they might be gay and are so fearful of their jobs, their security, what they do on the field, how they'll be treated, that there's no way they'll ever come out.
I know, and there's this pressure as though it's gay people's fault that we're victimised, and I don't want to go on this kind of like, poor us, and be all victimy about it, but there is an inequity there, and then it's like you live in a hostile environment, and then you're made to be ashamed for being cautious and fearful.
Well, especially guys too. It's very different because, really, quite frankly, a couple of glasses of Kahlua and girls' lines get all blurry. Blokes don't have that, do they?
I knew it. I knew it. You big old dyke.
We love you. We are so proud of you. Bloody good on you for blazing the trail that needed to be blazed years ago, and so many people around the country thank you for it.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I stuffed up a Shakespeare quote earlier. I'm not going to stuff this one up. This is for you, Magda. But there is no evil angel but love. So there you go. Thank you, Magda. If you would like more information on how to put your support for marriage equality, head to www.australianmarriageequality.com, or you can write to your local MP. It's Wednesday morning. You're watching The Circle. And next, that movie guy, Mark Fennell.